up, guys? I'm the East Coaster fan, and we're kicking off the 2025 amusement park season today at Adventureland Long Island. I'm excited to be here for opening day, which is sort of a tradition now on this channel to cover all the new things and updates here at Adventureland. It's a much nicer day than it was last year, so I'm excited to be here and get back on the roller coasters. So, without further ado, let's head into the park and see everything that's new. And we are in Adventureland. Got my pop bracelet once again. Still don't know why they're doing that, but I don't know. At this point, it's just tradition. And as I mentioned before, I'm gonna be wandering around the park, showcasing all the updates. And I'm gonna try to showcase as much as I possibly can, but if I do miss something, please let me know in the comments, and that way I can cover it for a future video. But without further ado, let's start in Legacy Corner, since that is kind of where everything new is going on. So the big thing is the new ride that's back here where Adventure Falls used to be, called Wave Twister. And you can see that construction is still underway for this area, but they got these two new buildings right here. We also got that food truck that the park released on social media. It looks like it's gonna be right there. It seems that a lot of work still needs to be done on the ride itself. And right now it's still marked as a spring opening. My guess is maybe either May or maybe beginning of June at this point, since a lot of work still needs to be done in installing the track and then testing the new ride. And remember that it is a prototype as well, so might need some extra time for testing. Upon closer look at these buildings, that looks like a brand new restroom facility over there. And then to the right, you can see there are Midway games in there. And while we still have the bird statue here from Adventure Falls, it seems that the pirate one can't be seen in this area, so it's either moved in storage and is coming back, or maybe I'll find it somewhere in another part of the park. Adventureland sort of likes to do that with things, like, for example, the Eiffel Tower. That used to be in Kittyland. Speaking of the Eiffel Tower, which is a part of Antique Cars, 2025 is already confirmed to be the last operating season of Antique Cars, which is quite sad, but that'll open up a lot more space in this area for any other future additions as part of Legacy Corner. In fact, this plot's really big. You could add either one or two attractions, maybe even a roller coaster, I don't know. But definitely get your rides on Antique Cars this season. I will definitely be getting some over the course of 2025, and I'm definitely gonna miss it. Look at that, there's a survey marker right there for something, whatever they're planning, I guess. It says here that the Three Generations food court here is gonna be closed today, so if there's any new menu items in the park itself, I'll be sure to look out for those in the restaurant. It ain't the start of an amusement park season without me saying hello to my dear old friend Talking Tree, who is still over here in the corner by the side of Mystery Mansion, doing okay for himself. He could use a little bit of a touch up here and there. Bring back the audio, Adventureland, please. A big focus for me this season, as well as maybe Adventureland, is Turbulence, since this year, 2025, is actually the 10-year anniversary of this ride. I remember when it was being installed as a kid, and I was so excited for it, and I can't believe it's been 10 years come May. I'll still be in college when the 10-year anniversary hits, so I won't be able to come that day, but I will definitely be showing my love for Turbulence over the course of the 2025 season. Here's something brand new since I've been to the park. Frisbee got a little bit of a repaint, getting rid of the people, which were also present right here on the sides, and now it's just become a yellow, purple, green type of color scheme, also at the base of the ride there. So it's nice to see that Frisbee is getting a bit of TLC. We have here our first selection of Wave Twister merch. So you got this like aqua blue color here, as well as tie-dye down at the bottom. And I don't think there's anything on the back. No, it's just the patch right there, but still pretty cool, and I'm happy they're supporting the ride with some brand new merch. And like I mentioned before, I'm curious if the park's gonna offer like 10-year anniversary merch for Turbulence. And if there is, I might have to grab some since I don't have much Turbulence merch. But they do have Alfie plushes and Fireball winter hats with Adventureland on the back, which that's actually pretty cool. And the last thing, oh, there is a freaking error code right there. Uh-oh. Well, anyway, this machine actually gives you custom merch with your name on it, and you can actually see some of it right here. So this is actually an amazing addition to the different merch that's in the park. So you can get like books and pictures with your name on it with the different roller coasters. And actually, fun fact, this keychain right here, I actually have one of those already because this was President Ayapa. I'll show a picture of it right here, but yes, I am already the proud owner of one of those. It's a pretty good temperature today, but it still never ceases to amaze me that they got their water rides operating on opening day. But I don't think I'm gonna be riding them today. Okay, maybe rescue boats. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's enter Kittyland now, in which I can already see from a distance that they either cleaned or replaced the cover that's on top of Wave Swinger over there. That's great to see. Also, Fireball is great to see as always. What's not great to see is that this main ticket booth is still here. I point this out every season, but please get rid of this. It'll open up a lot more space in this plot. You could add a new ride, you could add more benches, you could do whatever. Just get rid of this abandoned building. Right before I enter the restaurant arcade, I do want to point out that they still have this diorama set up for Wave Twister. Still marketing for spring 2025, but again, we'll see if that's the case or not. Nothing new in the restaurant that I could really see, but I do want to point out the claw machine since they're some of my favorite things just to look at in the park, see how ridiculous some of the prizes are. You got Sonic, you got Five Nights at Freddy's, you've got the Kool-Aid Man and mac and cheese, oh yeah. And then, this made me laugh as I was passing by. The ogre himself, Shrek. Let's make sure that my name's still over here. Yep. On the other side, there are some other prizes like Marvel. If you got kids playing like Marvel Rivals, then this will definitely interest them. Although, they probably won't know those classic styles over there. You also got a very timely franchise, Angry Birds, as well as candies in here. Lastly, you can't forget about last year's very successful item, the Stanley Cup. But the biggest thing might be this right here. This used to be a really big claw machine, and now they put an arcade midway game in here. So this actually takes arcade cards. You can see right there, so no operator needs to be here. And if you win, you get tickets that can be redeemed for those prizes. Ah yes, the toilet humor is real here at Adventureland. Although don't be completely upset since they still have a giant claw in the main arcade itself. You can see some of the prizes in here. And kind of has this weird layout because there's this big box here, but then the crane kind of comes to your left and drops right next to you. So it kind of has this like L-shaped layout. Here's a magnet creation. They also had one of these in the main gift shop itself, but I didn't point it out. But since they have two, I'll point out here. You could add your own name to, I guess, a magnet. So yeah, you could add your name to any sort of like license plate or pet. But for this case, I'm gonna do Adventureland. Like, East Coaster Fan is a beach bum. East Coaster Fan is a creeper. Aw man. East Coaster Fan is an evil monkey. What are these? This is gonna be really interesting if someone makes this. They do always amaze me with some of the prize options they have for some of their games. So for Keymaster, here they have bottles. So if you don't want to buy a bottle, you can maybe spend less money and try it in this machine, or even like 4-pack admissions or a season pass right there. And with that, we have done a full circle tour of the park, so let's get on rides. I think my first one this season is gonna be Turbulence because again, it's celebrating a birthday and I'm a roller coaster enthusiast. I gotta make a roller coaster my first. Finished with my ride on Turbulence. I actually did 2, and yeah, it was good. Obviously early in the season, but I'm happy with how it was running. Right now I'm heading to Rattlesnake because it looks like it's running pretty slow. As it's going through, I'm curious if it's gonna valley. You'll see in the off-ride footage. Since when did the park add the crocodiles in the middle of Rattlesnake? And that's not the only one. There's also one, it's hard to see, but it's behind that bush. I'll try to move a bit. Here's a clear picture of that other crocodile right next to the motor right there.
Ooh, very scary.
Yeah, that was pretty slow on Rattlesnake, not gonna lie, but still had fun getting on that again. I don't know what ride total on that. I'll put it right here, but I know I am getting closer and closer to 100. Probably not gonna hit it for a while, but when I do, I'll let you guys know. I'm over here back in Legacy Corner because Moon Chaser is now open. Or maybe not, although it is testing right now, so maybe it'll be opening soon. I am now back from my lunch break, and upon returning, I noticed something pretty cool. So right along the back of the parking lot are all of these other support pieces that have yet to be installed, which doesn't give me a lot of faith that it's gonna open in spring, I'll be honest with you. But I'm happy that they're here because hopefully it should be assembled pretty quickly. Now, what I don't see over here are any track pieces, which I'm actually a little bit surprised about. But I'm gonna walk around this whole parking lot and see if I notice anything else. It's sort of weird, they have this like caution tape up, but really, you can get extremely close to this. Here's the very end of the property where you can see the gate extending a bit out into the parking lot, and the train's actually going by, which is perfect timing because you can see how the train's gonna interact with this ride. It's gonna go right underneath the supports for Wave Twister. That's a really unique aspect of this ride, and you're gonna have the track going like right up here and then making that L shape. Now, I have not been on the train ride yet, but that is my goal as one of the next rides I want to do, and I'm sure I'll be able to see things in there that I can't even see from out here. But it's great to really just get a sense of this land now instead of just being out there. Here you can actually see a clearer view of the game. So the one on the left is Jungle Run, and then Wave Blaster, which seems to be like a water shooting midway game. And I like the facilities that the park built to house those midway games in. It's something I really wasn't expecting with Legacy Corner. Also, I found the location of the pirate. He's just laying here right in front of the maintenance facility. I don't know how I missed that coming in because my car is like to the right of me. Back in the park, and as I mentioned, I'm going to the train just because it's one of my favorite rides and it'll give me good views of everything going on, any other updates. Also ran into Paul, one of the co-owners of Adventureland, said hi to him, and we were talking a little bit about Legacy Corner and everything going on. I also want to bring up, because I want to make sure I don't forget, I met some fans already during the day. I met one while I was in the restaurant, and the ride operator of Turbulence actually had seen some of my videos, so that's really exciting. Thank you for talking with me and being fans of the channel. Looks like maintenance is working on the Caterpillar ride over there. I'm not sure if they're just checking the track gauge or just doing normal maintenance on it. All right, we're playing with fire over here, or I should say water, because we could be hit with a splash right now. Ooh. Very close. All right, we're just about to enter Legacy Corner now. So this is the new restroom building, I believe. And then, yeah, we got all this construction. They're laying more bricks now, which is good. And here's the back of the food truck. And this is the part that excites me the most, going underneath the supports. Wow. When the ride opens, we'll be in like a tunnel right now, and we won't be able to be seen over here. More footers down there. So this is gonna be, I presume, the path of the ride, going straight that way, and then turning, making an L shape. Right over here, this is where the station's gonna be. Hope you enjoyed those updates from the train, and you can kind of see that it randomly got cloudy. Hopefully it doesn't rain. So I did a few flat rides in the meantime. I did Music Express, as you saw, Wave Swinger, but I did decide I'm going to do this, mainly because the fountain's not on, so I'm not gonna get too wet, hopefully. At least, I hope my shoes don't get too wet. I spent way too much time looking at the cycle before me, trying to figure out which boat is gonna be the driest, and I picked number 1. And I'm as dry as the desert. So if you want to go on there, get number 1 and your shoes won't get drenched. Meanwhile, other boats I saw had like literal puddles in them. Now, I don't know about you, but It's about time I ride Moonchaser.
We bop and hippity hop. I'm as happy as I can be. Boom, 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 and hippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, works one. We bop and hippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire.
Yeah, that still continues to be the best flat ride here. I just love it, especially during this part here. It's so crazy compared to like any of the other rides in this park. Even though I miss Twister at Great Adventure a lot, this has a better program. Well, they definitely installed more bricks since the beginning of the day, but they still got a ways to go if they want to go the entire path. I think my plan now is to get on Turbulence 1 or 2 more times, depending on the line, and then head out.
I'm in love, I don't care.
Done with my second ride on Turbulence, which was a lot of fun, and I was in the middle this time, facing forward, the only forward ride I got today, but running faster, which is always good. I only did 1 ride just because of the capacity, but I'm still very happy with my day. So, yeah, I'm still happy with my day, and it was really fun getting to the park again and starting my season here. But I probably won't be back here till Wave Twister's open, only because I have a lot of other plans that I have for the remainder of spring. But don't worry, I'll be back at Adventureland plenty in the near future. So with that being said, I think I'm tired, so I'm gonna head home now.